Section 6, Point of Collection Checks Interior. From the appraisal screen, we need to select the Interior Damages section, which brings up a drop-down list of all the checks we're going to perform. If an item is perfect and pristine, then of course we can click OK, but if there's any damage or soiling whatsoever, then we need to click Damaged and select the appropriate from the list. Take the first item, front seats. Let's say the front seats on inspection are absolutely pristine, click the OK button, and that will then turn that green. Move on to the next one, the rear seats. We notice some damage on the rear seats, so we click Damaged, drop down list appears, pick the most appropriate, in this case stained, and that will then turn that drop down item green, click the OK button, and then click OK on take a photo. Line up the photo, take the photograph, and then we'll notice it's turned red. We can scroll up, perform exactly the same on all these others, so interior door cards, carpets, mats, checking out for any soiling, etc., until we get to the parcel shelf. Note the P in brackets after parcel shelf. This means take a photo or prove it, as it's a removable item. So even if it's there and we click OK, it will ask for the photograph. Click OK, take the photograph, turns it green. Radio aerial, slightly different. If we click OK, it will turn green, but if it's missing or damaged, we click Damaged, click OK, and then take the photograph. You'll see that all the remaining items have a P against them for photo or prove it, apart from the last item, that is. We'll come to that later. So let's take the first one. We've got the spare tyre, the inflation kit. Whatever the vehicle's got, if it's there, click OK, take a photo, and then you'll see it's turned green. Jack or toolkit, again, whatever jack or tools the vehicle's got, if it has some, click OK, take a photo of what the vehicle has. Next item is the sat-nav. If it's got a sat-nav, click OK, and take a photo of the sat-nav in operation. The memory card, slightly different. Only click OK if it actually has a physical memory card. If it doesn't have one or it's missing, click Damaged and then select from the drop-down list. In this case, not applicable, plumbed-in system. There we go, click OK and take the photograph of just the random sat-nav screen or the floor. Oil level. Determine whether it's a dipstick or it's on the computer screen. Once you've checked the oil, if it's all good, click OK and then take the photo of the dipstick or the computer screen itself. Moving on to water level, make sure that you can either take a photograph of the side of the container or take the cap off to check if you can't see through it. Click OK, take your photograph, and then we're going to move on to the final check. Last item, unusual smell. Don't think of it as unusual smell, but more what does this car smell of? So never click the OK button, always click the damage button and then describe what the vehicle smells of. It could smell of leather, air freshener, or in this case, I've typed in, it smells damp and musty. You may wish to take a photo. If there's dog hairs, for instance, you could take a photo of the dog hairs. If there's mould, you could take a photo of the mould. Once you've done the photo, click the back button and it takes you back to the appraisal screen and you can see there 16 checks completed.